Welcome to this month's podcast newsletter, written and read by Scarlett Ekiroma. So, I want to start this podcast newsletter off with a sincere apology because I realized that I did not record this month's podcast newsletter. I sat at home and I'm like, wait, did I record it? I think I recorded. Nope, not a single recording was found in my computer. So again, I apologize, but you know what? We are here. So Elevate crew, welcome back. Your girl is here. It's your favorite therapist and coach, Scarlett, back at the wheel, back at the helm with this lively dose of this month's podcast newsletter. So whether you're sipping your morning tea, basking in the afternoon glory, or all snuggled and tucked in for the evening, I'm delighted to welcome you here, welcome you back, and I'm ecstatic. I'm so ecstatic about this month's topic. So, with fall being here, today we're going to dive into the theme of reflection. So last month we talked about handling life's transitions, and now we are going to talk about reflecting on all of that. So as crew, as you know, I always got you covered. We'll explore the importance of reflection and then turning this meaningful topic into uplifting and motivational insight. So let's jump right into this month's podcast newsletter. All right, beautiful people, it is that time where I ask you for your help. You know why? Because I do need your help and I can't do this without y'all. So my first ask is that if you could share this podcast newsletter with one other person. That's it, just one person. And whoever you shared it with, ask them to share it with one other person as well. So thank you for that. My next ask is give me a follow on all my social media accounts and share it with somebody else that you know on your social media accounts. So you can give me a follow at Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube, all at Elevate Healing LLC. Want to know more about me and what I do? Go to my website at www.elevatehealingllc.com. Or if you have an idea or a topic, or you would just like to share with me something of how this podcast newsletter impacted you, you have some ideas that I could share in the podcast newsletters, send me a message at info@elevatehealingllc.com. Thank you so much. I truly greatly appreciate you. The whirlwind of what is my life. So let's catch up, crew. Let us catch up with what happened in September. I'm not going to get into long stories, but it was a very, very full month. Like it was so full, which is probably most likely why I forgot to record the podcast newsletter. I had it all geared up and just the recording didn't happen, but it's all good. I'm here now. So it was September was just a full month of getting back into the swing of things, getting the community mental health classes back up and running, having various types of meetings of interest and pitching ideas, and now adding a sports schedule to my regime, and it was full of whatever, else life brings. So those are just some of it. And then for, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, so we have our community mental health classes back up and running. And so we call them our Inner Wellness Series. And I mean by my colleague and I, who we run these classes. They have started. So we are being sponsored currently by Green River Community College and continue to work with Asia Pacific Cultural Center. Remember, these classes are free, FREE to the community, and anyone can attend. These classes are all online. So whether you're local, out of town, or out of state, or out of country, you can attend. Also, if you're in the local Washington area, be on the lookout for in-person classes that I will be doing in 2025. So to keep up to date to see when those classes will be in person, please follow me at all my social media accounts at Elevate Healing LLC, where you can get all the information about the classes. And then please check the newsletter, and again, continue to follow my Instagram and Facebook for all class dates and times. Again, they are free. So if you can't attend, please share it with somebody because they may want to attend. And these are impactful, life transformative, I should say, classes that I am grateful to do collectively and independently. So again, check my social medias, all at Elevate Healing LLC. All right, so let's get into this month's main topic about reflection. Last month we discussed handling life transitions, and now it's time to explore and to discuss about reflection. As the leaves begin to change and the air turns crisp, fall naturally invites us to slow down and reflect. In a world that often urges us to constantly move forward, this season is a gentle reminder that periods of introspection are just as important as action. Much like trees shedding their leaves, we too can use this time to release what no longer serves us, make space for growth, and set intentions for the months ahead. From a therapeutic perspective, reflection is a vital tool for personal growth. It allows so much, man. It allows us to pause, to look inward, and gain insight into our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. During this season, I want to encourage you to embrace the power of reflection in your life. Let's talk a little bit about what is reflection and why does it matter. As a therapist and boundaries coach, I often encourage my clients to engage in reflection. And whether they do it outside of the therapy session, we definitely do it inside the therapy session as well. Reflection in its simplest form, the meaning, is the process of looking inward. It's a practice that allows us to examine our experiences, thoughts, and feelings in a non-judgmental way. It's not about rehashing the past to criticize ourselves, but about gaining insight to make healthier, more informed choices going forward. It informs us of what we must keep and have to let go of. Ooh, that letting go part. Ooh, that letting go part for sure. So also during transitions, whether it's a new job or relationship shift, a move, or even changing of seasons, our emotions tend to become heightened. We might feel unsettled, anxious, or even a bit lost. This is where reflection can be a powerful tool in life. By reflecting on what's happening in our inner world, we can better understand our emotions and make space for new perspectives. We in the therapy world often use reflection as a means of self-awareness. The more aware you become of your patterns, reactions, and thoughts, the more you can consciously choose how to respond in life's changes rather than feeling like you're being swept away by them. Whether the life transitions are big or small, they tend to bring a mix of emotions, and people are often navigating the in-between, and it may feel unsettling. But here's the truth. Transitions are not just external events. They are emotional and psychological shifts as well. And when we reflect on the transitions, we get the opportunity to ask ourselves some essential questions such as, what am I grieving? What did I learn? What am I excited about this new chapter? How has my identity been shaped or shifted by this change? What do I want to carry forward? What am I ready to leave behind? Man, when I think about reflecting, it is to reflect where I've come from to where I am now. I cannot be more thankful to God because, man, it has been amazing. So, and that's not saying I did not experience peaks and valleys, and there were definitely some valleys. To come out on the other side and to still be doing well, and I cannot complain. And I even reflected that it has been 4 years that I've been running my private practice, that I was like, man, I can't believe this is year 4. And just to see the growth that has occurred and to see the changes in me. So for those of you who don't know me, you could never catch me speaking publicly. Like, that was not my thing. And I was like, nope, not doing it. And then as I was being more and more encouraged to do so, I sat and I prayed, and I can't thank God enough, because now I'm like, yeah, when are we speaking next? Like, that's just kind of where it's been, because even doing this podcast newsletter, I would have never thought I would have been able to do this, or not even been able. It's not about the ability. It's about the what? No, no, nope, nope, nope. I'm not doing that. So I had to work through what was holding me back from the things that I knew that I could do, but I just never imagined. So to reflect back on the purpose that has continued to be fulfilled, and to reflect back on the improvement, man, it's been just golly, it's been amazing. And even when I reflect back, even the totality of my life, man, if you ever come to one of our classes, the free community classes, and if you come to the What's Underneath Your Anger class, which I host, there's a story that I tell in there, and oftentimes people are shocked about the stories that I talk about when I was angry, because they could never believe it. And they were like, wait, you did that? I'm like, oh yeah. To be able to reflect back and the fact that that's not me anymore, and the fact that people can't even imagine me being that person, I'm like, oh no, it's a very lived experience. So for it to come full circle, and for it to not be who I am, and people can't even imagine me being that, man, it's just, I have to, again, give thanks to God, and also just the work that I continue to do. And personally, I have to thank my support system for helping me out and giving me the wisdom and loving on me, even when I was mean to them. And I'm just grateful I'm just not that, and man, golly, just there's so much I can say about reflecting. And this is why I want to encourage you to reflect, because the whether it's big or small, it is so part of your story. It is so imperative, and it is magnificent to look back on. Even when I think about the downfalls that I've had, but when I think about the progress and what I learned and what I want to take with me and what I want to leave, those are the things that I answer and be like, all right, that didn't work, so don't do that. Let's do this. Moving forward, let's try it this way. Let's ask for help. Let's ask for wisdom. So I really, really love about just everything that when it comes to just reflecting, because there's so much to be gained about yourself when it comes to reflecting. And there's so much to embrace, just all about if we just sit and give our space time to reflect on all things that have occurred, good, indifferent, challenging. Those are all very, very imperative steps. So, let's talk a little bit about what we can do and how we can use this powerful time to a reflection of reconnecting with ourselves. So here's some helpful ways that can help, just sitting with and reflecting. And man, my clients who I get to have the joy and the honor of this therapeutic relationship with them, and to see their journey. And I got to give a shout out to them, because they are doing the work, and I'm so grateful that they entrusted me to do this work with them, because when I'm able to reflect with them on their journey and such the massive improvements that they do, man, it is amazing to be able to sit there with them and just truly celebrate celebrate with them through reflection. So here's some ways that you can reflect. You can journal. Of course, I love journaling. I had to tell myself I had 4 journals in my hand last week. And I said, you don't need all 4, put 2 back. So I got 2 instead of 4. I love journaling. So journaling, write down your thoughts and your emotions, and, it gives you space to express yourself freely without judgment. You reflect on the changes that you've been experiencing, what's been challenging, again, what excites you, and how you're coping. Journaling helps bring a lot of times subconscious thoughts to the surface. Another way that can help with reflecting is to practice mindfulness. I cannot tell you how much I want to encourage you to take time to be still and be present with you, Nothing else, no one else, no distractions. Be still and sit with your thoughts and sit with your emotions. Mindfulness helps you reconnect with your body and your emotions. So I just want to encourage you to spend a few minutes each day observing your thoughts and feelings without trying to change them. And like I said, be the lawyer of your thoughts and sit and navigate those thoughts with yourself and your emotions. And I just want you to notice what comes up, especially during times of transitions. The other big thing I want to encourage you when you self-reflect is give yourself compassion and grace. I'm adamant about giving yourself self-grace. We are all in this realm, in this life learning. You got to give yourself grace. It's easy to get caught up in self-criticism. I always emphasize the importance of self-compassion and treating yourself with the same kindness you often would give other people, and recognizing like whatever transition and just reflecting on it, that it is challenging and it's okay to have a mix of emotions. So really, I want to encourage you to be patient with yourself and give yourself self-grace as you process. I also want to encourage you to be mindful of the dialogue that you engage in. So whether you engage in the dialogue with yourself or engage in a dialogue with somebody else about reflection, those dialogues that you have with someone or with yourself truly are impactful. They just are. Words are impactful. And so how someone pours into you or takes away from you, or how you pour into yourself or take away from yourself, impacts you. And part of that is the dialogue that you engage in. I want to encourage you to be mindful of that and to speak with somebody who is a trusted friend or partner, or to your therapist, that they can pour into you healthily and not take away from you. Because sometimes we just need a different type of dialogue because we can't get out of our own way. But we also need that person who's going to encourage and uplift us when we start reflecting. Because again, as I said a little bit earlier, so many thoughts and emotions can be mixed in when we start thinking about life reflections. These are just some of the ways that you can reflect, with journaling, letting go, dialogue to yourself, self-grace and compassion, mindfulness, and again, this is all bringing about what reflection is bringing about introspection and self-awareness. So just know that you are not alone when it comes to reflecting on life. And again, I just want to continue to encourage you to do that and be still and be present and be mindful. And really, I'm just encouraging you to honor all of you, not just parts of you, but all of you. So honor the process, honor the change, and honor the growth that comes with it, because that is all of you. Hey there, beautiful listeners. Are you ready to elevate your style game? Well, I've got just the thing for you. Introducing Elevates Emporium, your one-stop shop for the coolest clothing merch around. Whether you're looking for trendy tees, comfy hoodies, or stylish jackets, Elevates Emporium has got you covered. And guess what? We've got a variety of colors to choose from, so you can find the perfect shade to match your vibe. But wait, there's more. Elevates Emporium isn't just for adults. We've also got a fantastic selection of children's sizes available, so the whole family can rock that Elevate style. And the best part, you can shop with ease. Head over to our website to browse our full collection, or simply click the link in our newsletter to snag your favorite pieces. So what are you waiting for? Elevate your wardrobe today with Elevates Emporium. Your fashion upgrade awaits. All right, beautiful crew, it is time for the self-care tip of the month. So we're going to keep it simple. Like simple, just simple. Okay. It's so simple. So what we are going to do, the 5-minute, no more than 5 minutes of daily check-in. Whether it's in the morning, it's in the afternoon, or in the evening, just 5 minutes. So whether you do 1 minute in the morning, 2 minutes in the afternoon, and 2 minutes in the evening, it's just 5 minutes only. So for example, like at the end of the day, simple 3 questions you can ask yourself is, what went well today? What was challenging? And what can I do differently tomorrow? A question that you can ask yourself in the afternoon is, how am I feeling right now? What is there something I want to do? A question you can ask yourself in the morning is, how did I sleep? How am I feeling? What is one thing I want to accomplish today? So again, it's just a 5-minute daily check-in with yourself. This quick reflection practice helps you recognize your wins, process any struggles, and set positive intention for the day, throughout the day, and the next day, hopefully without feeling overwhelmed. It's a simple way to build self-awareness and create a habit of mindful reflection. And that's a wrap, lovely Elevate crew. Oh man, even just reflecting around back of doing this podcast newsletter, I'm like, man, it's just amazing. So, but again, Elevate crew, that's a wrap. Thank you for joining me today as we dove into the importance of reflection. I hope you found some valuable insights to help you pause, reflect, and approach life's transitions with more clarity and grace. Please give yourself grace. I'm going to keep saying it. Give yourself grace. Please do so. But remember, the reflections you made today aren't just fleeting thoughts. They're tools that will guide you through whatever changes come your way. Keep those reflections close and let them serve as reminders of how far you've come and the growth that awaits ahead. And hey, make reflection a daily thing. It doesn't have to be all serious. Think of it like hitting a reset button so you can keep moving forward with more purpose and a fresh mindset. So here's to embracing life transitions with reflection, grace, and gratitude as you continue evolving into the best version of yourself. So keep reflecting. This is your favorite therapist and coach, Scarlett, signing off. Until the next time, take care of yourselves wherever you may be. Bye-bye.